Did I miss whatever Eunchae news there was? You did, unfortunately. Well, it wasn't really news, just people thinking she's a spy. So we've all heard about the music industry report, right? The other day you said that other companies do the same thing. The companies have been in the game for over 30 years. People came at me. I mean, we can argue all day about whether or not other companies also have internal reports, whether other companies also do similar things. I mean, we don't know. Like, who would admit to that? I don't think Hybe would just come out and say, hey, we did this. You know, it like was brought out in an audit. But why you ignore Hybe by mentioning other companies? The whole video was about Hybe, so I'm confused. I mean, I literally shared like 2 minutes of my thoughts at the end of the video, so I'm confused about your comment, but I'm not covering for Hybe. I couldn't care less about companies themselves, to be really honest with you. Like, when I say other companies are also crappy, I'm literally saying companies are crappy. Like, I'm not saying one company is crappier than the other. I'm saying companies in general. I mean, everybody like hates companies, right? So if we say like companies suck, then like companies suck. It doesn't mean one company sucks. Like, I don't know how to explain that very well. Are people genuinely thinking you're defending Hybe? You should see some of my comments. Like, I have to stop reading comments after a while because I'm like, did I? Am I defending this? Did I actually say that? Like, people straight up like saying things that I didn't say. Start the news. Okay, enough chit chat, guys. So we've been talking about the internal documents. Now people are going to argue about whether or not this was, you know, Hybe intentionally bad mouthing other companies, other idols with the intention of swaying public opinion, or if it's just like a regular document that anyone could have done. It was reported by Ilgan News that Bang Si-hyuk was personally involved in these documents. It seems that, again, according to Ilgan Sports, did I say Ilgan News earlier? Anyways, according to Ilgan Sports, it seems that he was caught, like, there were screenshots of emails where he was asking for certain people to be added to the email thread containing these reports, including wanting Zico to be included in the email thread as well. Now, it does seem Zico has responded to this. Okay, so Zico personally addressed his recent report about his access to controversial Hybe document. So of course we know this to be called the music industry report. Zico isn't important. What's important is Bang Si-hyuk directly asking that the internal rumor spreading docs were sent to Zico. Well, Zico wrote something on Instagram, so I just want to see what his response is to all of this, of course. So let's see what Zico wrote. I can't believe this is happening. After checking the report from today, I thought it would be best to address this directly, so I'm leaving this message. I have never seen the document in question, nor have I ever opened the email itself. I only found out that I was added as a recipient through today's report. To prevent any further misunderstandings, I directly requested KOZ to verify that I have not opened any of the emails or documents, and they confirmed this. I hope everyone who was worried can have a peaceful day. So yeah, that's what's going on with Zico. I mean, again, Ilgan Sports reported that apparently Bang Si-hyuk is had personal involvement with this, and apparently the CCO of Hybe was let go because of this internal document. Now, the Hybe CEO apparently apologized for this as well, so we can read that apology. As the CEO of Hybe, I extend my sincere apologies regarding the Hybe monitoring document. You guys want to see Kevin? Okay, give me a second. Here's Kevin in his B uniform. He's a little bee. The Hybe CCO apparently wasn't fired, but instead moved to another section of the company, according to Koreaboo yesterday. Regarding our monitoring documents that was highlighted during the National Assembly's Culture, Sports, and Tourism Committee audit on October 24th, I deeply apologize to the artists, industry stakeholders, and fans. The document was created as part of a process to retrospectively gather various reactions and public opinions on industry trends and issues. Again, like the argument that a lot of people have is that Hybe actually included their opinion in it, and other people are saying that it's an objective document written objectively. So you guys can let me know how you feel about that. Although it was intended to be shared with only a limited number of leaders to understand market and fan sentiments, the content was highly inappropriate. The document contained provocative and explicit expressions directed at K-pop artists, included personal opinions and okay, well, they're admitting that it included personal opinions and evaluations of the author, and was preserved in written form. As the representative of the company, I acknowledge all the mistakes and take full responsibilities. I am particularly sorry and distressed about the unfounded suspicion of reverse viral marketing that are not true at all, causing misunderstandings and harm to innocent artists and individuals. That document reads like a burn book from Mean Girls. The audio in only the left ear because these situations just aren't right. Is it better? Can you hear me in your left ear yet? Fixed. Yay! Oh my god, thank god. I acknowledge the lack of awareness among the leadership who received the document, and as CEO, I have immediately halted the creation of such monitoring documents. Oh, interesting. I promise to establish guidelines and strengthen internal controls to prevent such issues from occurring again. And then more of an apology. So we discussed Zico, we discussed Hybe apologizing, but there's a couple of things that I missed from my first video where we discussed what was in these internal documents. We can read some of them if you want, because there's some stuff about BLACKPINK and RIIZE as well. So do you guys want to read more about the BLACKPINK and RIIZE stuff? Girl, no, that was foul. What? Did someone say something? Some of these insults fly over my head. Someone wrote, like, you are so far. And I pondered it for like an hour. Like, you're so far. I'm like, are they criticizing how far I am from the camera? Like, I don't get it. Like, I really didn't get it. And then I understood it was a typo. They weren't calling me far. They were calling me something else. Oop, one ear is back. Yes. I tried to fix it. Oh, okay. I think I fixed it again. You're so far could come off to me as you're so far off. Well, they were calling me fat. they were calling me fat. Here's what the documents apparently said about BLACKPINK. It seems like their ticket power isn't as strong in Japan and North America, but they're still drawing good numbers across Asia and Europe. After their concert in Kaohsiung, their songs started charting again in Taiwan. Though Taiwan and Hong Kong are smaller markets and may not seem hugely impactful, fans posting concert footage of a venue with a packed audience does benefit the group's image. They've been doing a lot of tours lately with a notable increase in close-up fan cams of individual members. BLACKPINK is pretty much the classic case of a famous for being famous group, so gathering proof of their top star lifestyle across Asia is a valuable asset for them. Is there any update in the RIIZE situation? Not that there's an update about the RIIZE situation, just that in my last video I didn't read. There was a couple of things from the Hybe internal document that I didn't read, so we're just catching up on those things, really. OMG Seungkwan made it to D'Angelo Wallace, yeah, and Adam McIntyre. So that's what they're saying about BLACKPINK. What I read last time about BLACKPINK is that they just said that they didn't have great teamwork. Like, they were trying to compare Sserafim to BLACKPINK and Twice. Like, BLACKPINK didn't have good teamwork and Twice are selling out stadiums, but they're not getting enough attention. So that's what was said about BLACKPINK. Oh, we're gonna move on to what was allegedly said about RIIZE. My computer's frozen. I saw comments about Adam McIntyre. I saw the RIIZE posters behind him, so I really wasn't surprised about him making a video. Who said what about my blue hat? Okay, let's see about RIIZE, allegedly in this Hybe document. Wonbin's look had already raised eyebrows during KCON because his front and profile shots were noticeably different. The team kept him in a beanie constantly, possibly because some parts of his face are attractive, they don't harmonize completely, so styling plays a huge role for him. Without the beanie's added height, his proportions were also surprisingly lacking, which might make it hard for him to fully take on the center role. They will not leave Wonbin alone about his height! Oh, and there's more. So Anton is actually taller than expected, but he has trouble with dancing. The team seemingly went through an intense preparation for the Siren choreography video, yet during Inkigayo, Anton's weaknesses came out. There's even talk about whether he'll be the next EXO's Chanyeol type. It's not just that he's clumsy, he doesn't seem to understand the movements well and kept glancing at other members for cues. It's uncertain whether training can help him improve, which is somewhat concerning. JYP is just chilling in this drama. Well, JYP artists were not safe. Bro, just let the short kings breathe. Seriously. The amount of posts we were seeing about Idol's heights. I'm really curious how this document leaked. So from what I understand, it was like summoned in an audit, if that makes sense. Like Hybe was audited. So not necessarily that it's leaked per se. No, I get what you mean. Sorry, I misunderstood. Like, yes, it was in the audit, but then apparently the National Assembly released it publicly, but then they realized maybe that wasn't a good idea, so they unreleased it. That's what I understand. So lastly, on RIIZE, what was apparently in the internal document. Wonbin and Anton have the most viewed fan cams, drawing all the attention in core reactions, while the rest of the members feel more like backup types or appeal to fans with specific tastes, people pushing for Soi's characteristically cute look. This feels like a permanent structure for the team. Okay, everyone's talking about Babymonster shading Hybe. Let's check it out. Okay, recently Hybe has gotten into hot water for their internal documents. So SM's new girl group, none of them are pretty. I wondered if their trainee infrastructure was even worse than Babymonster. So that's apparently what was said. Baemon News. So Roro spoke about exposing Babymonster, and the caption explained the truth about Baemon internal disclosure by a YG employee. Stop. That's kind of funny. So yeah, an internal document. So it touched on other idols' visuals, and netizens thought Farida touched upon this when she said, "The kids are dangerously pretty. How can all 7 of them be so pretty?" The timing is very funny. Okay. Oh, this is Hybe shade. The Hybe diss by why is the timing so perfect? Babymonster response to Hybe. How can all 7 of them be so pretty? Why are groups involving themselves? I don't know if this isn't like in reference to Babymonster. I really don't think that this is actually a response to Hybe. This seems professionally filmed and everything. I think the timing is just, you know, something. Someone also mentioned Hybe apparently calling Zerobaseone ugly, and apparently is there a response to this? I'm just reading it really quickly. A synergy of ugliness. Those are some words. As a whole group, they're scheduled to appear on Amazing Saturday. They have 2 episodes on K-Star Next Door, one of which has already been released. When the members are grouped together, they create a synergy of ugliness that is hard to stand. Damn. Wow. Okay. After the documents made rounds on the internet, CGENM has taken to the Mnet Plus app to hint at the situation. CGNM posted a link titled "A Synergy of Handsomeness." Is this real? A synergy of handsomeness, and then it gets to the fan cams. Interesting. Okay, so let's get to the Carat boycott, because it seems that some Carats are trying to boycott Hybe. Let's see what was written about 17 specifically in these online documents, allegedly, which is apparently leading to this boycott. So, when the online communities had turned their backs due to the Joshua incident. So the Joshua incident, of course, were those dating rumors. He was rumored to be dating this like influencer, I believe. And there was like a lot of compilations put together of like their quote unquote couple items. I'm just making you remember. I'm having trouble putting sentences together. But essentially it was rumored that he had a girlfriend, and oh my God, it's all coming back to me now. The protest trucks for this guy. I'm sure if it were today, I mean, I'm not sure actually. I wonder if they would do like funeral wreaths. So anyways, it was Mingyu's Weverse Live that brought fans back into active discussions about 17. It's unclear whether he intended to address the situation or if it was a natural course of action. One of the points fans were most disappointed about in relation to Joshua was the rumor about him living with his girlfriend after he allegedly moved out of the dorm. However, during the live, Mingyu revealed that Wonwoo was living with him, which reassured fans that the members are still living together. On the surface, it might seem like Mingyu-Wonwoo coupling is trending, but it was actually a moment that reassured fans about the fantasy of the members' shared living arrangements. Recently, there were rumors on DC Inside that Mingyu is dating Chun So-mi, likely encouraged by the Joshua situation. However, this Weverse Life quickly overshadowed those rumors. The Joshua situation was traumatizing, and I'm not even a carrot. It was a lot. It was a lot. It wasn't surprising. I can't really say that it was, but that's not me condoning it again. But just, you know, through experience. So that was part 1 of what apparently upset a lot of Carats. and then part 2 down here. Amid this series of events, it's evident that most fans still want to continue supporting 17. Teamwork is such a significant part of the team's values, so the majority opinion is not extreme enough to call for Joshua's withdrawal from the group. However, since the incident has clearly left the fandom hurt, there needs to be something to motivate and drive the fans to just move on. The Japan tour is coming soon, and fans have shown their reactions by not selling out Joshua's individual merchandise. I remember that they were just not selling out his merchandise. For East Asian fans, this issue is a common source of emotional turmoil, but the intensity of their reactions varies significantly. In Japan, where Joshua has been strongly associated with Jonghan, measures are needed to address this gap. This is why it is crucial for Seungkwan to pull through right now. With the recent popularity of the Yoon and Boo, Jonghan and Seungkwan pairing, if they could be promoted more strategically in Japan, it would be beneficial. Even fans who forgave Joshua early on remember the scene in The Soup where Joshua looked out for Seungkwan. So Seungkwan's role has become even more important in highlighting Joshua's place within the team. As of late, even a single post by Seungkwan on Weverse would noticeably improve the fandom's mood. Y'all, what is this height thing? Who is it associated to? Everyone. Everyone. No one will leave anyone alone about their height, essentially. Stray Kids, apparently in the document, were talked about in regards to their height. Wonbin, just in general, I've seen a lot of posts about his height. I saw someone say idols should not have private lives because the fans pay them. I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. Like, the fantasy of it all is really, like, the huge drawing point to that. Apparently, Hybe internal reports reveal calling Jonghan the Asian Timothy Chalamet and plans of using Seungkwan to save Joshua's declining popularity. So we didn't read anything about Timothy Chalamet, but I've seen this going around and I thought it was so funny because of this response. Did you guys hear about the Timothy Chalamet lookalike contest? I saw it going around. I think the person who won, I'm not sure if he actually won, but I think the person who won didn't really look like Timothy Chalamet all that much, but that's just me. Fan service and idol culture is what drives it, parasocial relationships. The contest was so funny. It is funny, I think. Like, that's such like a niche competition to have, and the amount of people showing up too. Stop, not a mini hidden lookalike contest at Angelica's house. Give me her address. So then we get to the Carrot boycott. So K-fans are canceling their merch orders, Carrot membership kits, and streaming platform subscriptions. They're also unsubscribing to Hybe's channel. And then there's just examples of people, canceling their memberships and so on. But then we get to Seungkwan's letter. So I actually haven't read it. Of course, I've seen it everywhere. I've seen little excerpts here and there. So we're going to read his letter in full. So he posted this. Let's check out a roughish translation. Are you guys going to get dressed up for Halloween? I feel like nothing beats last Halloween when Audrey and I dressed up as BLACKPINK for the podcast. I was green dishwashing gloves Lisa from Turuturu. I loved that so much. Are we ready to read Seungkwan's letter? This is a roughish translation, okay? I don't want to see us hurting each other anymore. As I've watched everything that has happened over time, I kept moving forward with the hope that somehow things would pass, holding back my emotions and working hard with the members, just as I've always done. But now, just watching and waiting for the fire to die out is no longer an option. For my people who are getting hurt, my fans and my members, and all of my colleagues who are working hard at this very moment, I feel I can no longer remain silent. To some, this may seem like meddling, to others, a rash statement, but I decided to speak up with courage just once. Being a celebrity is a path I chose, and there are parts I must endure since I receive so much love. But I don't believe it's a job where I should have to endure to the point of hurting myself, tearing myself down to the brink of collapse just to hold on. I simply want to do my best and take responsibility in the role I was given, to repay my fans who love me and to share any positive energy I can offer in various ways. The burden, pressure, and physical and mental fatigue are honestly beyond what words can express. Who is Seungkwan talking about, released right after the Hybe document release? I think it's just like a general message. Yet, even in this moment, we must persevere. Some view things logistically, some try to stay positive, and others, even when it's tough, adapt and endure however they can. Because I chose this path, I am supposed to bear the weight of it, but today that reason feels so merciless and harsh. Some days are bright, and others are cloudy. Today is particularly cloudy for me. Have I not had bad days where I tried to face things positively? Have I not tried to smile no matter what? But today it's not easy, and I feel heartbroken for those who are hurting at this very moment. It's frustrating that I can't embrace everyone. I wonder if my clumsy words could resonate with someone or offer comfort to anyone. Including my members, the colleagues and friends I know in the large K-pop industry are people who genuinely love what they do. Because of their deep sincerity, they get hurt, and because of their great love, they sometimes feel empty. But day by day, they live, give and receive love from giving and receiving love for themselves, for their members, for their families, and for fans. Hashtag let and hype and rest. A little random, but sure. This is something I want to make clear. These are not people who live ordinary, easygoing lives to be so casually judged and discussed. They have felt pain, they have fallen, and they still push forward with all they have to show their best on stage for their fans. I wish people wouldn't take idols lightly. You don't have the right to easily involve yourself in our story. This goes not just for us, but other artists too. We are not your commodities. I hope you don't think you can just use and enjoy us however you like. Even with just a week of music shows, all our energy is drained. On top of that, there are ads, events, concert, and other schedules. Despite this, nowadays there are many colleagues who greet me warmly with a smile. Even more than I do. Every time I see that, I smile back. That's all I can offer them. Every time they greet us with a powerful smile, I am grateful for that one moment. Even a line from a message written in an album can lift my spirits on a tiring day. All I want is for everyone to be healthy and free from pain. This is quite a long letter, isn't it? I can only imagine how hard it is to speak up as an idol. Not only are there contractual agreements to not say negative things about your company, you could ruin your career in life. I mean, I think about this all the time, the amount of times someone might want to say like, hey, that's not true, or like want to correct information that's not true, but they just have to sit back and not say anything. Like, you can't say anything, you can't, imply anything. So I can imagine that's really frustrating. Seungkwan is so real for this. It's really powerful when idols speak up. Shout out to him for having the courage to do so. He in part talked about Haewon there. He shared a letter of her we're gonna read Haewon's letter too as well. So continuing on with the letter, I like the challenge culture too. Whether we're close or not, sharing a video of us dancing together off stage is a small yet beautiful memory for us during the days of our youth, the best days of our youth. And if fans enjoy watching it, that's even better. Even if we don't know each other, just one word of encouragement after filming saying good luck with your activities brings warmth. I believe it's meaningful and something to be thankful for, to meet with respect and be able to offer even a little help. Though I should be the first to make an effort, I wish we could all be a little warmer. If we could view, support, and love each other warmly, things might just get a bit better. I truly dislike watching someone break down and finally let go. I hope we can stop causing wounds we can't take responsibility for. That's my earnest wish. I no longer want to see my members, our hardworking colleagues, the dedicated staff, and our fans who genuinely care for us get hurt. To the fans who continue to love us warmly, I want to say I'm sorry and that I love you. So personally, in response to his letter, I've noticed a lot of people really happy about this and a lot of celebrities supporting it as well. I haven't really seen any negativity. Makes me so happy seeing how many idols are slowly starting to show support for Seungkwan's post. I hope they continue standing by each other's side. No person should be treated as lesser, being by their own work companies. We have Wonu, Hoshi, Doyeon, a lot of people here. So many idols have shown support to Seungkwan's post, from the new generations, Haewon and Mix, to the older generations, Kang Daniel. I truly hope this ignited some kind of change in the industry. So on that note, of course, Haewon apparently wrote a letter to him. I believe that there is nothing more difficult yet meaningful than making people smile and giving them enjoyment. With that being said, I feel that through your presence as an artist and through variety shows, you are giving gifts twice. No, so much more to people. For me, your music especially gives me so much inspiration. It's given me energy, empathy, memories, and at times comfort. I think it was possible due to how you partake in everything with sincerity. I also want to grow to a point where I can give my sincere self to someone one day. Please continue to watch over me. Until then, thank you to Seungkwan Sunbae님 from Haewon. So that's Haewon's letter. Then, of course, we also had the news that the court denied Min Hee-jin's request to be reinstated as CEO. So let me know, guys, are you surprised about Min Hee-jin getting denied her request to be reinstated as CEO of Adore. From what I understood, she basically wanted to be reinstated first as internal director of Adore to then be able to be reinstated as CEO. From what I understand, she filed an injunction to have an extraordinary shareholders meeting to have this happen, but Adore actually gave her back the position of internal director themselves. But when it comes to the court's decision for her to be reinstated as CEO, they have denied this. I saw her rejection from a mile away. Oh, Angelina, by the way, did you recognize that Winter Copy Taewon's hairstyle this time around? I saw that all over Twitter. So, of course, Hybe is quite happy about this decision. That's literally what they wanted. They said, "We are grateful for the court's wise judgment. We will take this decision as an opportunity to return Adore to normal, advance our multi-label system, and do our utmost to support our artist activities." So other Hybe sub-labels don't run the way Adore used to run. So Adore ran in a kind of a unique way in that the internal director was also CEO. Like, she was taking on a lot of roles, and that was not the case for a lot of other sub labels, and Hybe didn't want that anymore. So that's why they're saying return Adore to normal. But I don't think NewJeans gonna give up that easily. In fact, she's basically saying this decision doesn't mean that the court has accepted Hybe's claims. I urge Hybe to fulfill the terms of the shareholders agreement and make a wise decision for the growth of NewJeans and Adore. So I don't think it's really over. So then we get to Minhyejin and V. Apparently she said that V called her, and people are taking issue with I don't know how to summarize this correctly, to be honest, but this is like the interview that she did that a lot of people are upset about, because some people where does she say this? Someone was saying she said he called her during her birthday, but then he wasn't even in the military during her birthday. We'll just talk about the backlash for now. She worked with V on an album, yes. So people were mad about that. And then apparently a fan tried to put in a complaint with the Ministry of National Defense because of this. Can she prove that with her phone records? I don't know. But this is another thing that's been going around a lot because of what she said in this interview. Now, again, there was a lot of backlash as well. People saying there's no way that it's true. Like, why would he call her? Other people saying believing it, essentially. But yeah, apparently a user on a website said that they filed a complaint again with this, and people are saying it's a Sserafim stan. Some people are saying it's a NewJeans stan, and this is just because someone put out on a forum that they did this. They said that they did this, and their username was associated with other posts involving other artists as well. So this is what she apparently said. V sent me a text message from the military at dawn on his birthday saying happy birthday. He is so cheerful and lively and really lively. I was really touched. True or not, he reached out privately and it should have stayed private. That's what a lot of people are saying for a lot of things regarding this whole situation, that there's just names that shouldn't be mentioned, or just conversations that should have stayed private. Then we have Hybe denying that they subscribed to Sojang's YouTube memberships. So in the last video, we talked about how people were accusing Hybe of a lot of things. Now, the reason they thought that is because in the internal documents, they mentioned Sojang. They didn't say anything about subscribing or anything, but people, they're putting two and two together, and they think that Hybe subscribed to Sojang's memberships. And Sojang themselves even put a post out saying that one of the big four companies actually subscribed to them. So that's why they thought that. But Hybe basically said that this is not true. They released a statement saying that this is not true. Hybe did what? Well, they're denying that they did this. It's just that I noticed that after the internal documents were released and everything, people would say they would find that Hybe would mention that they had knowledge of a specific thing, and then people would say, oh, well, they must be related to that specific thing. Yeah, Hybe representative said the accusations are not true. Okay, have you guys seen this? Basically, Sserafim Eunchae was interviewing aespa, and she knew about their comeback date or something, and Karina was like, how did you know? And everyone on Twitter was either making this a thing of how Hybe knew this stuff in advance somehow and trying to make a thing of it, or actually it's really not that weird at all. Have you guys seen this? The hype drama is getting crazier day by day. So like I mentioned, on one hand, there's some people who think this is really weird because Eunchae was like, this is your comeback date, and Karina was like, but how did you know? So finally seeing how weird this was, because why do you know the comeback date of another group 2 months before the comeback when they have no idea? Oh, it definitely slipped out of her mouth because they continued to talk about aespa's comeback for another 2 minutes. This is how dumb y'all look. Like other people saying it was a bit essentially. People were calling her a spy. Yeah, she's the MC though. Let's watch the little clip. We'll watch it in 5-second increments. I hope you don't mind. You don't have a choice.
에스파가 11월에 컴백이라는 소식을 들었는데
맞아요.
근데 어떻게 아세요?
So, but how did you know? The shock.
방송국은 알겠죠? 혹시 저희
And she responds, the broadcasting station must know. Yeah, some people think it's suspicious. Some people think like it's really not that big of a deal.
며칠에 하는지 아세요? 저도 몰라요. 저 5월달 한 6월쯤에 활동 끝났는데 투어도 하고 바로
So aespa say they don't know the day specifically.
컴백도 준비하면은
맞아요.
너무 바쁠 것 같은데? 도와주세요.
So yeah, that was the whole thing as well. She has the tea, yes. I mean, personally, I feel like, how do I explain this? Like, obviously, they're given talking points in these shows, right? Like, I don't think Hybe was like spying on aespa secretly, and then Eunchae like overheard it and like brought it up during a broadcast. You know what I mean? That's my thought. So aespa knows they're just playing it up for fun. That's my thought as well. Like, it's all for fun. Like, oh my god, you did not say thank you to Beyonce. Thank you, Beyonce. I'm sorry, Beyonce. Hybe piracy jail.jpg. Yeah, it's Hybe was behind this. They thought I was actually Minheejin. Hashtag Hybe apologized to Angelina. Yes. Yes, did you see JasonTheWeen do a protest in front of Hybe? Yes, I did. It was so funny. There was this picture of him with like free NewJeans right outside of Hybe. I thought that was so funny. Shall we watch this?
안녕하세요. They put an X on. He's standing at the door. He said no.
No.
Oh, they're calling people. Oh yeah, we out. I'm a fake demon. He gave me the fakest smile and put up the phone like he calling the cops. Damn, bro. Bro, yo, they so strict, bro. Yo, why they calling someone right now? They so strict. It's the same, man. Yeah, he made sure to follow.
W Jason. I keep seeing clips of him as well being like, oh my god, Jason, honey FaceTime Jason or something, and he's just playing like a live stream and talking back to her. Love Jason for this, but who is Jason? I'll be honest, I don't fully know the lore of Jason. I just see him a lot on TikTok and Sa. I love Sa.
Yeah, he really not fucking with it. Gosh. Yeah. I'm not a fake demon, bro. They just didn't let us in the. They didn't let us in the building, bro.
They didn't let us in the building, but he just stood outside of the building. I think that's so funny. I thought, yeah, Jason made ETA viral apparently, but like as far as I know, he live streamed. Okay, he's a Twitch streamer. I personally just see him on TikTok, like compilations of him and Sa. That's how I know him. I saw a few things of him with like Hassan Piker as well. He's a popular Twitch streamer and recently signed to FaZe. Then here he is, free NewJeans. This is so funny. With the little bunny in the corner and the shirt as well. I love it. I haven't seen any of his streams, but again, like I've seen so many compilations of him. Well, what would you call that? Clips, yeah, clips. Did you guys hear about Stacey's J apologizing for gaining weight? So she posted this on Bubble, basically saying, I just got back from working out, haha. I actually just watched my own fan cam. Sorry, I think I haven't been taking care of my body well enough. I'll try dieting a bit. I'll try to take it slow and eat healthy while doing it. This is because apparently from this fan cam, she was receiving a lot of hate. So did you guys see these Halloween outfits? Minheejin and Hyuk. Oh, I wish I had someone close to me to do this with. This would have been so fun. Oh my god, I went and got my teeth cleaned yesterday and my dental hygienist was like, so what are you dressing up as for Halloween? And I was like, I don't know how to explain this to you. Like, I don't know where to begin. I don't know how to start. And I literally just said, like, well, her name's Minhee Jin. And she's like, oh, wow. I'm like, yeah. Those are my dogs dressed as bees. Meisha has a skin condition. She has dog acne. She just got off Accutane. So please don't say anything. Did I miss whatever Eunchae news there was? You did, unfortunately. Well, it wasn't really news, just people thinking she's a spy. Is this real? Wait. NCT Taeyong and Jungwoo as Twilight's Edward and Bella? Did you see Cat's Eye Halloween costumes? I did. They looked amazing. That's a funny Halloween costume. Megan and Twice. I haven't heard Megan and Twice. Should we listen to that in 5-second increments? Oh, I like it already. Ah. And Twice. I like the song. It's just listening to it kind of is a little ear grating. Like the that sound in the song. Do you know what I mean? Oh, what are they saying? Because the lyrics are different, right? What are they like? Okane kasegu. Something different. Rock star. Like instead of watashi wa, what are they saying? Made you look twice. How clever. I would listen to the song on its own. Like I would have, but just the star. That's what it sounds like to me. Watashi wa, ore wa. Oretachi is we are. Okay, I see. Interesting. Thanks for explaining that. The mantra demo. Someone else mentioned, maybe it's you. Someone mentioned the mantra demo. Let's check it out. Pretty girls packed in a Honda, got that Vrama, we just touched down in LA. Oh, interesting. Pretty girls come from London, drink that rum and we smoke that pineapple bag. Interesting. Oh shit, did you leave it on the plate? That's interesting. I think demos are so fun to listen to. I love seeing them. Like the IVE demos for like Love Dive, which was Love Bites, and then what was it? 11, which is still 11, but the mantra demo, I think it sounds really cool. Okay, I like maybe I just like the chorus part, actually. The airport thing. So yeah, Incheon Airport announced that they were going to have a separate entrance for celebrities. But then a lot of like, from what I saw, again, some K-netizens, maybe a lot of K-netizens were like, this is preferential treatment. Like, actually, it's the press you should be suppressing from going to the airport because they're the ones doing live streams. They're the ones like causing all this ruckus because in the past, it was really just fans who happened to know that the idols were going to be at the airport. They weren't really causing much trouble. Like fans weren't the issue. It's really the press. That's what I was seeing, right? So then the Incheon airport was like, okay, well, I guess we're not going to do that. That's what I know, what I know off the top of my head. Good, it's for their safety. Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's for safety, but then I guess they're not doing it anymore. So honestly, do you think NewJeans will disband? I don't think so. But I've been wrong before. I don't want to be wrong. Stop, not Supernatural as their disband single. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. This is not my truth. This is not my reality. It's just that Minhee Jin did say, like, I hope Hybe recognizes what's best for the future of NewJeans and Adore, which just leads me to want to think a certain, not to want to think, but to think a certain thing that I don't want to think. And another thing about like disbanding, sometimes groups don't disband at all, but they just don't release anything. Like they're stuck in a dungeon. There's a group called Chocolat, and it was like they disappeared for like 7 years. They couldn't say anything until their contracts are over because the company didn't want to announce that they had disbanded. So in 7 years, obviously when their contract was ended, then they were like, hey guys, yeah, we're not a thing anymore. And they hadn't released anything in years. Yeah, Chocolat was amazing. They had like 4 songs and I loved them so much. They were supposed to be the first biracial K-pop group, but obviously all of them were not biracial. But the plan from the company was to have all of them be biracial somehow, or at least half Korean somehow. But then I think 3 of them were half Korean and then 2 of them were fully Korean. And then they were also so young. Like Melanie, I believe, joined when she was 12. And after she left the group, well, the group wasn't a thing anymore. Bamba Shakala. Not quite the same thing, but yes. Hybe canceled NewJeans' new album. Should be out by end of year, but no, might not be World Tour in 2025 either. That's heartbreaking. That's really heartbreaking. Where's the podcast? I don't know where it is. I wish I knew where it is. It's just Audrey lives so far away. And we could do it like remotely. Do you guys like remote podcasts? That would be better than no podcast. I was thinking of making like a separate channel because I feel like not everybody wants to watch the podcast. So I'm like, is that really worth it? If you like remote podcasts, she's watching here. Hi, Audrey. Yeah, everybody's doing remote podcasts, but I'm in my head about it that like it's not good. Well, Audrey's down to do remote podcasts, so we'll try. Any weird K-pop dreams? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You guys are literally the first I come to with my K-pop dreams. Girl, I need to know how you get K-pop dreams because I haven't had one in years. I live and breathe K-pop. I'm always reading about K-pop, writing about K-pop. Maybe you should be chronically online. Like, don't do anything else. My current favorite song? Let me check. Let me check what I've been listening to. I haven't been listening to music a lot. Super Scar by Adele from Dream Academy. Have you guys heard that? And of course, APT. Yes, Adele 8. I love, so it took me a really long time to figure this out because I kept reading it as Supercar, but it's Super Scar and it makes so much more sense. You know, instead of Superstar, is Super Scar. I thought it was so clever. I love it. Do you listen to Boy Next Door? Yes. Just one song. And this sounds bad because it's probably one of my favorite songs of the year. I can't even think of the name of the song right now. Guys, it's the blue cover. Somebody knows what song I'm talking about. I love that song so much. Someone help. No, not Earth, Wind, and Fire. I couldn't stop streaming it, but I'm looking it up and I can't find it. It was so dreamy, like perfect 5th gen, like dream. I don't want to say dreamcore, but Serenade? No. Am I thinking of the wrong group? It's from a couple months ago. Oh my god, what if it's the wrong group? That's embarrassing. I don't remember. Do you ever have like a song that you love so much, but it's not from a group that you stan? So then like, it's like, it doesn't have that like core memory building in your head. Please don't misunderstand. I don't want to get into a scandal with this. There's one song that I like. Bloom? No, it's not. Oh, stop glitching. I did see Sana and Nayeon kiss. SBS, yep. SBS took me down. SBS and both SBS and Hybe, hashtag justice for Angelina, hashtag Hybe and SBS apologized to Angelina. One and only. It was a blue cover. Black Ocean. Oh shit. It was a blue. I'm trying to find. Okay, let me look on my Spotify. I'm looking, guys. We need to find the song. But I Like You Know. I'm starting. I remember loving the song, but I can't, it's not coming to me right now. The music video, they're in a school. It's like they're in a school and then like they run out of the school and then they're like dancing in the open and it's like really dreamy and it's a blue cover, like the album cover. And I'm sorry if it's not actually Boy Next Door. Oh, it is To Us. I'm sorry, it's To Us. I'm never gonna recover from this. I'm so sorry. Hey, hey. Yes, it's Hey, hey. Shit. But I feel like there's a song from Boy Next Door that I like. It's coming back to me. Hey, hey. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is my official apology. I did not mean to do this. But yes, Hey Hey bye To Us. Is it healthy to think you are already late to achieve your dreams if you are 21? You can achieve your dreams at any age, but I relate to the sentiment so much. There's so many times where I'm like, oh my god, you wasted your life. You literally wasted your life, but it's not the truth. It's not real. It's not true. You didn't waste your life. 21 is so young, literally so young. You have so much ahead of you. You can do it. Your life doesn't end at 22. Do you know what I mean? Me every day, love. LMAO, constant state of midlife crisis. I feel that. I literally feel like I wasted my life. Like, there's no point in trying anything anymore because what's the point? But you can't think like that. You can't think like that. You can go back to school and get a degree literally at any age. Old people do great things all the time. Don't think like that. Oh my god. Isn't he so precious? Oh my god, guys, I also got bee wings. So tomorrow I'm gonna go around with my dogs just as bees, and I have bee wings as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. This was fun. We're definitely gonna do it again.